Hi guys, as you know, Popkogale brings food to the Blue Mountains, but he's not the only bearer of good things. I've also got something for you, and it includes a big cup of hot homecoming news. October is almost here and our 6-month deadline for homecoming is slowly approaching. For those of you who missed the initial announcement and the Challenger number 4 video with first details, homecoming is a major overhaul to Gwent and we're super hyped to bring them to you soon. Firstly, let's talk launch dates. On PC, we'll be launching on GOG on October 23rd. On consoles, we need to work on the game for a short bit longer and then send the certification, so we'll be launching on the 4th of December. Sorry for this delay, but we want everything to be perfect, plus we'll make it up to you. Expect complimentary kegs. Okay, so now that you know the timings, let's unveil some new information about the game and have a first look on the leaders and their 3D models. Let's snap to Brad. Whoa, magic.
Yep.
Ready to talk homecoming news?
Yes, absolutely.
So I know your favorite faction is Skoyatel. So is mine, of course. And we're here to showcase two leaders, Aethna and Philavandril, and also show the new board for Skoyatel. But before we do that, let's get into how you guys animate these things. So we know that leaders are now present on the board, they're not cards anymore. So everything starts off with the concept art, which is totally different. Is this when your team comes in and you?
Yeah, like we try to be involved very soon in the process. Same with VFX, same with 3D artists, because this is a very collaborative process. And the concept basically dictates how the character moves or what kind of props or abilities they might have. So it's nice. It's like we do start with a brief and then a concept. And sometimes the concepts change quite a bit from the characters that you know from the cards, which is cool. You'll see that with Aethna actually. She's got a bow, she looks way more badass in this. She's more of like a warrior.
Yeah.
And now it's really exciting for us because it allows us to do more things with animation.
From the concept art, you move on to a 3D model. And the process then starts to, snowballing and going. How does it look from your perspective, like based on
so the 3D model we get, and we start with rigging. That's the animation department's next step. And that's basically putting a skeleton inside of this model so we can start moving it around. And at that point, we should have a pretty good idea about what we want to do with the character. And actually, most of the time, we already have the animation done on like a temporary model, and we transfer it over to the final rigged 3D model.
Okay, that's pretty cool. I know you guys are using a different software this time than you normally use for the 2D cards animations. So how challenging is this process? How different it is for you and your team?
It's very different, but it's a really interesting challenge because now we've gone from taking like this 2.5D kind of premium card where we're kind of limited by how much we can move because of the illustrations and things like this, to now we have like a full 3D character, we can move them around as much as we want. So we've actually started using a lot more motion capture. We didn't use motion capture at all on the premium cards because it's such a weird, different thing. And it's been really, really fun for us. Like a few of us have been doing a lot more acting out of the characters and really getting into the characters to work on the animation.
Yeah, so your animators, nothing has changed. They still kind of walk around, do the crazy poses.
Things, I mean, animation's animation at the end of the day, but it's a nice new thing for the team. Yeah,
and you make it a lot more realistic when you have real people acting out all the things.
Yeah.
So talking about the change to leaders since they're 3D models now, what's your opinion? How do you feel about this change overall?
Yeah, it's a really cool change. Like for us, it's kind of like taking what was the avatars before in the game and bringing them to life as like a full 3D character. And with some of the customization options you're going to be able to have, different skins, things like this, people are really going to be able to make the leaders their own. And I feel like it's like a extension of the avatars which we had in the game in a really cool way. And some of the things we've actually added, because our philosophy for the leaders from the start was to make it feel like they are leading the battle. Like you are playing as the leader and you are sending your units onto the battlefield and all of this. So. Yeah, exactly. So we obviously have animations for leader abilities, for all of these different kind of things, but one of the things I really like that we added was spotted on the Reddit actually, that when you move the mouse around, the leader follows it.
Yeah.
And that's the same
cool
for
feature.
the opponent too. Yeah, exactly. And it gives this feeling of like when your opponent is making decisions about where to place units, or they want to check what card you just played because they're like, what the hell was that? Then you see the leader turn to face it, and it really makes the whole thing feel more alive.
Yeah, and also taunts now when you taunt your opponent. Also, the leader does something, or when you're passing and you lost, the leader also has a different animation.
Exactly.
So it adds a lot more flavor to the whole thing. You can pretty much see the new VFX. So this is something that is totally cool. Am I right? Yes.
Very cool.
Simple
And the
as that.
Scoia'tael board too, which is beautiful.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I agree. All right, that's it for the second update. Brad, thank you for stopping by the studio.
Thanks for having me.
And we'll be having more of these updates coming in the following weeks. Bye, guys.
Bye.